Hello dear hungry ones, now this is quite a lovely little cake. This torta petalosa, roughly translated. Petal cake is indeed a fitting name. Not only does it look pretty, but it also tastes delicious and is perfect, especially for Mother's Day. For this we need flour, sugar, cocoa, cream and milk, butter, vanilla flavoring or alternatively vanilla sugar. A pinch of salt, grated lemon zest, eggs, some cornstarch and dark chocolate. First we need a light dough and a dark dough. We start with the light dough, a type of short crust pastry. Add the sugar to the softened butter and mix them together, then add an egg. Stir this in briefly. Shall we pour the flour into the bowl next? Add the grated lemon zest and knead everything into a dough, preferably using your hands. Form the dough into a ball, wrap it in cling film and place it in the refrigerator for about half an hour. Next, we prepare the dark dough in almost the same way. Again, softened butter and sugar are mixed together. Then, mix in another egg, add the flour, and this time, throw in some cocoa powder and a pinch of salt, then knead it all together by hand. Then, just like before, carefully form the dough into perfect balls, wrap each one in cling film and refrigerate for about half an hour. Next, we prepare a type of pudding cream. For this, add the sugar to 8 egg yolks and whisk everything into a creamy mixture. Next, gently add in the flour and whisk it in using your hand mixer until it's creamy. After that, carefully incorporate the cornstarch and whisk that in too. Now, let's add about a teaspoon of delightful vanilla flavoring, or if you prefer, grab a packet of vanilla sugar for a lovely sweet touch. Slowly pour in the milk, ensuring you do it gradually, and then thoroughly mix everything together with the hand mixer until the mixture is smooth and well combined. Then, pour this mixture into a pot, place it on the stove, and heat everything over medium temperature, stirring constantly. We don't want it to boil over or stick to the bottom. After about 45 minutes, you'll notice the mixture thickening slowly. At that point, take the pot off the stove, cover the surface with cling film to prevent a skin from forming, and let it cool. Now, we'll chop the chocolate either roughly or simply break it. Melt it over a water bath or in the microwave. Take 1/3 of the now cooled vanilla pudding cream and place it in a bowl. Take the cream and gently pour it into the beautifully melted chocolate. Mix both well using a whisk, then pour the resulting chocolate mixture into the vanilla pudding cream. Stir both thoroughly together, and again, using a whisk is recommended. Then refrigerate for now. Let's use a springform pan, preferably with a diameter of 22 centimeters. I know it's not brand new, but it's the only one I have with this diameter. Grease the pan and dust it with flour. Next, we carefully take both types of soft pliable dough and halve them using a large sharp knife. Then, we gently tear the soft dough halves into small bite-sized pieces. One by one, we carefully place each delicious piece onto the bottom of the pan until all the dough is lovingly used up, pressing it down firmly to create a solid base. Not just the base, but also carefully form an edge about 3 centimeters high all around the pan until the dough is fully pressed into place. Now that this is done, we take the chilled light cream and spread it evenly across the base of the form. Smooth it out, either with a spatula or better yet, with a dough scraper. Then, we'll place the form back into the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. After that, we'll add the chocolate cream, smoothing it out just the same way. You can use a spatula or a dough scraper for this as well. Now sprinkle some flour lightly onto the workspace and spread it a bit with your hands if needed. Place the dough on the surface. I'll start with the light colored dough, rolling it out to about 2 to 3 millimeters thick. Next, we'll need a cutter. I have several options here, but I'll choose the round one. Using the cutter, we'll cut as many circles as possible out of the dough. These will make the petals. We'll repeat the process with the dark dough, but I won't show that part now. Now we'll arrange the cut-out circles of dough on the surface. Starting from the outside, I layer the surface with the light-colored dough circles, slightly overlapping them. Then, I follow with a row of dark-colored circles. We continue layering this way until the entire surface is arranged like petals, which is where the cake gets its name. With gentle pressure, press the dough circles down with your hands, then it's off to the oven. The cake will now bake for 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius with a fan. And here it is, fully baked. Let it cool down in the form, and optionally, give it some time in the fridge to set the cream fully. I think it's a truly beautiful cake. Not only does it look lovely, but it also tastes delicious. It's perfect for making mothers, fathers, or anyone celebrating a birthday very happy. I absolutely love it. Have a great time baking, and make sure to enjoy every moment. Until next time, tschüss, bye bye.